Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everyone? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. Now, if you've been enjoying the content of this channel, take a second for me. Go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're new and you want to stay updated on some great Philly content, well, be sure to hit that subscribe. So today, I want to talk about a potential veteran running back target for the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is Carlos Hyde. Now, as you can see right here, the Eagles are showing strong interest in signing Carlos Hyde off the free agent market. Now, Carlos Hyde is 29 years old. He'll be 30 by the time the next season starts, if it starts. He's a second-round pick out of Ohio State back in 2014, and he's had a decent career. You know, in my opinion, he's never been at the top of the top, but he's never been at the lowest of the lows either. He's always been that average, middle of the pack running back, and he's had some pretty good seasons, and others he's been okay. Now, at times, you know, when I think he's starting to get washed, when he's starting to wipe away, he comes back and has a great season. Now, we know Hyde has spent 4 seasons with the 49ers, and then over the last couple years, he's bounced around, you know, to the Browns, the Jags, the Texans. And I started to think, okay, maybe, you know, he's getting up there near the 30s. His time is done. But then last year, he goes out and has a 1,000-yard season and 6 touchdowns with the Houston Texans. A couple seasons with the 49ers, he had close to 1,000 yards, but he was just under that threshold. So last year was actually his first 1,000-yard season. And let me ask you guys, you can comment down below. Do you think the Eagles should go out and sign Carlos Hyde? Let me know. In my opinion, I think this would be a beautiful signing for the Philadelphia Eagles, and here's why. You know, we always do this running back committee. We value the position. You can even look back in 2017 and see, you know, we had LeGarrette Blount who kind of filled that type of role for us, and then we still went out and traded for Jay Ajayi midseason, and we had Corey Clement. You know, so we had these guys. We love a lot of depth at the running back position, and we've always went by that. We've always stood by that. Even going throughout the last couple years, we have had multiple running backs who we expect to produce for this Philadelphia Eagles team, and it's not going to change this year. We have Miles Sanders, who had a breakout season. Miles Sanders, to me, is expected to go even bigger and better this year and in the coming years. I think Sanders is going to be great. He can be your third down back. I'm sorry, he can be a 3-down back kind of guy. But, you know, I don't want to run Miles Sanders into the ground. He's still young, coming in, you know, still learning, second year in the league. We have Boston Scott to complement him, who I think is going to take another step this year. And then now, if you add a veteran bruiser type of back like Carlos Hyde, who's probably one of the best out of that category on the market, I think this is great, and I think our running back situation would be suited very well, and it would help the offense in its entirety. Now, you know, I really believe that the Eagles need that running back where they can say, you know, on a 3rd and 2, maybe in the red zone or at the goal line, go ahead and get me those 2 yards. Or maybe on a first down, we need 3 or 4 yards. We know the Eagles have struggled on first down in recent years. Like, we need to go and get ourselves in better second and third down situations. And I think Hyde would be the perfect running back, a north-south type of runner who we could say, go and get us those couple yards. We need you to do that. For Carlos Hyde, obviously, you know, I heard that he turned down a contract extension from the Houston Texans during the year. They were probably trying to lowball him, which is right. I don't think we have to go out and spend a fortune, and I don't think Hyde is drawing that type of interest on the market, or else he would already be signed. You know, he would already be signed. I think he would probably require a few $1 million, maybe for a 1-year contract. Like I said, he's getting up there. He's going to be 30 years old. As long as he's healthy, as long as he can keep his legs under him, I think this would be a great signing for the Eagles. And I don't think we would have to, you know, spend too much to go ahead and get him. Obviously, Hyde's not going to get the 15 carries a game that he's used to throughout his career and that he averaged last year. We would be bringing him in the hopes that he could give us, you know, 10 solid carries a game, maybe 12, maybe 13 some games, maybe some games 8. Who knows? Because Miles Sanders, like I said, is expected to take a crazy step up. But in terms of Carlos Hyde, like I said, we've talked about it before. You know, I've mentioned names like Carlos Hyde, Lamar Miller, Spencer Ware. The Eagles need that bruiser type of back. They need that veteran experience. You know, maybe Miles Sanders is struggling. Maybe they're throwing things at him that he's never seen because he's young and he's developing. And maybe Carlos Hyde, his experience going through a bunch of different type of offenses, being in the league now for 6-7 years, I think it would benefit the Eagles tremendously. And like I've been saying, in terms of who the Eagles have right now on the roster, could Elijah Holyfield be that type of dude? Yes, but he's still young. He's still developing. This guy that we signed who was undrafted, Michael Warren, could he fill that role? Yes, potentially. But like I said, unproven, still work to do. With Carlos Hyde, you're getting a 6 foot, 230-pound running back who has been through the motions. He's gone through it, and we know what he can provide as long as he is healthy. So I think this would be a much better signing. I think Carlos Hyde would bring a lot to this Eagles team, and we could kind of format our running back room similar to how we had in 2017, with Carlos Hyde kind of filling that LeGarrette Blount role, and then you could have Miles Sanders taking the brunt of the snaps, and then you still have Boston Scott, who's kind of, in my opinion, Darren Sproles 2.0 in the flesh. So I think this would be great. All of these three running backs, if we were to sign Hyde, could actually catch balls out of the backfield as well. So it just makes our offense a lot more versatile, a lot more dynamic, and I think Hyde would be a great signing for the Philadelphia Eagles as long as we get him at a discount at the right price. But you guys can let me know what you think down below. Do you think the Eagles should go out and sign a bruiser veteran running back like Carlos Hyde? Would he be a good fit for the Eagles, and will we get him at the right price? Let me know all your thoughts down below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.